Hello, fourth graders, this is Mrs. Nelson, and we are going to be looking at trying to find the different parts of this complementary angle. Now, this complementary angle has a couple different parts, and it looks kind of interesting, and if you don't understand how to read a complementary angle, that's complementary, means that it's 90 degrees. This angle, this whole angle, is 90 degrees. So now you're probably wondering, how do I read this angle? Okay, when you read the angle, you're going to look at it and you're going to say, this little guy, if you see a little alligator, that means the angle of. Okay, and we're going to look at this in chunks. You're going to look at it in chunks from G to H to L. Okay, so when you do that, you're saying that the angle of G, start at G, go to H, then you go to J. So G to H to J. The angle of, that's what that says, angle of G to H to J, that equals 90 degrees. Okay? So then, if we're looking at a different angle in here, we're going to do this one, maybe this one. Okay. We're going to look at the angle of, and then I'm going to look at a slightly different angle. Okay? I want to look at the angle of, starting at K, I want to go K to H, and then H to J. We're going to go. So we're looking at the angle of K to H to J. Okay? Or it can go J, H, K. It doesn't matter. As long as you're starting, you can go J, go to H, and then go to K. Or you can go to K to H to J. They're the same thing. It does not matter. Okay, so KHJ or JHK. JHK. That says that it's 43 degrees. So the inside angle of KHJ is 43 degrees. Now, we have to find the angle of, inside angle of, and then we're going to look at, let me get this here. We're going to look at the angle of, I'm going to use a different color. We're going to go G to H to K. So I'm looking at everything in here. Okay? And then I looked at everything here already. So I looked at everything here. Okay? And then I know that if I have 43, because this guy was 43, what then will be G to H to K? What will be that angle? Because we don't know what that angle is. It's a big question mark. But I know that if I have GHK or GHJ, all I have to do is subtract 90 from 34. And if I do that, that'll be 7. So 10 minus 3 is 7. 8 minus 4, because I take 1 from the 9, make it 8, and this becomes 10. So 10 minus 3 is 7. 8 minus 4. So GHK is 47. So what you are going to do is you're actually just going to find the angles for me. Okay? Because I think you have to identify all the angles of a shape before you get in here and do anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you click on different pieces of a angle. So if I said, what is the angle of GHJ, you would come in here and you would take your mouse and you would click on this line right here, going from G to H to J. Just follow the lines and it'll tell you right away what it is. Okay? And if I said, hey, find the angle of K, find the angle of K to H to J, you would come in here and you would click on this line right here. You would click on K to H to J. You're just following the lines. That's all you're doing. Okay? Now, some of you are you guys are like, well, what if she asked me a really weird one? And yes, I might, but probably not as much as you think. So, for example, if I went K to H to G, you can do that. Because you could say, well, what is the angle of K, H, G? So that's also the same. This angle, so K, H, G is same as G, H, K. It's just they're backwards. They're the same angle. I just went one direction because G, H, K is the same angle. You're just following the letters. You're going this tells you start at G, go to H, then to K. G, H, K. This one right here is telling you go K, go to H, and then go to G. Okay? That's what you're doing. And they are always giving you a missing angle, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, I'm just wanting you to find where are the angles, and you're going to click on them. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.